Rising gracefully above the historic skyline of Istanbul, the Blue Mosque, also known as Sultan Ahmed Mosque, stands as one of the greatest masterpieces of Islamic architecture. Built between 1609 and 1616 during the rule of Sultan Ahmed I, this mosque is unique for its 6 majestic minarets, a feature that was once controversial, as only the Kaaba and Mecca shared this honor. It is called the Blue Mosque because of the 20,000 handcrafted Iznik tiles that decorate its interior. Each tile reflects shades of blue, symbolizing tranquility, devotion, and the heavens. Beyond its beauty, the Blue Mosque remains an active place of worship. 5 times a day, the call to prayer echoes from its minarets, reminding all who hear the unity of faith. The mosque was not only a symbol of Ottoman power and piety, but also a center of learning. Surrounding complexes once included madrasas, hospitals, and a market, serving both spiritual and social needs. Today, the Blue Mosque continues to inspire millions of visitors worldwide. For Muslims, it is a place to connect with Allah in prayer. For all humanity, it is a reminder of the harmony between faith, art, and history. The Blue Mosque is more than just a landmark. It is a living legacy of devotion, beauty, and faith that bridges the past and the present. In the heart of Istanbul, there stood a grand structure that had captured the imaginations of people for centuries. Its majestic dome and 6 soaring minarets reached for the sky, announcing its presence to everyone who passed by. This was the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, known to many as the Blue Mosque. Built between the years 1609 and 1616 during the reign of Sultan Ahmed I, it was not just a place of worship, but a symbol of the Sultan's power and vision. The story begins with a young boy named Kemal, who lived in a small village near Istanbul. Kemal was known for his curiosity and adventurous spirit. One day, while exploring the fields surrounding his home, he overheard a conversation between 2 craftsmen. They spoke excitedly about a magnificent mosque being built in the city. Their words painted pictures in his mind of towering minarets and beautiful tiles. Kemal's heart raced with desire to see this monumental building. Determined to visit the Blue Mosque, Kemal set off on a journey to Istanbul. He walked for days, weaving through fields and forests. Along the way, he made friends with a girl named Eileen, who was gathering flowers by the river. She heard about Kemal's quest and decided to join him. Eileen was clever and knew many stories about the city. "I heard the mosque has 6 minarets," Eileen said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "They say it was controversial because only the Kaaba and Mecca had that many." People were amazed and also worried. "Why?" Kemal asked, puzzled. Some thought it was too grand, too proud. Others admired it as a sign of prosperity. Eileen explained. Encouraged by their shared curiosity, the 2 continued toward Istanbul, their hearts filled with wonder. After many days of travel, they finally reached the city's gates. The sight of the grand walls and bustling market streets took their breath away. The smell of spices and baked bread filled the air as they navigated through the crowd. "Where do we find the mosque?" Kemal asked a merchant selling sweets. "Just follow the minarets, my young friends. They'll lead you there," the merchant replied with a smile. With renewed excitement, Kemal and Eileen moved through the streets, looking up at the sky. Eventually, they spotted the proud minarets of the mosque piercing the clouds. They hurried toward it, eager to see the beauty that awaited them. As they approached the mosque, they were in awe of its size and splendor. The grand entrance had intricately carved stone and beautiful blue tiles that glistened in the sunlight. Kemal and Eileen stood outside, their hearts pounding with excitement. Thousands of visitors were already there, many dressed in their finest clothes, while others simply came to admire the architecture. "Look at all the people," Eileen said, her voice filled with wonder. "They must all be here to pray or to see the mosque's beauty." Once inside, the sheer scale of the building took their breath away. The interior was adorned with brilliant blue tiles that gave the mosque its popular name. Light poured in from the large stained glass windows, creating a magical atmosphere. The walls were decorated with verses from the Quran, beautifully written in Arabic calligraphy. As they wandered through the mosque, they met a friendly man named Ibrahim, an elderly guide who had spent his life sharing the mosque's history with visitors. He spotted Kemal and Eileen admiring the intricate designs and approached them with a warm smile. "Welcome, young ones. What brings you to the Blue Mosque?" he asked. We heard stories about it and wanted to see its beauty for ourselves. Kemal replied eagerly. Ibrahim nodded, understanding their excitement. This mosque is special. It was built by Sultan Ahmed I, and the 6 minarets were built to symbolize the greatness of his reign. When they were completed, many spoke of it, just as you have. Some admired it, while others thought it too ambitious, he explained. Eileen listened with curious eyes. Was it not common for mosques to have so many minarets? Indeed, it was rare, Ibrahim continued. The Sultan wanted his mosque to stand out, to show the world the strength of the Ottoman Empire, and it has become a symbol of Istanbul ever since. As they continued to explore, they climbed up the stairs of the gallery where they could see the view of the mosque from above. The sight was breathtaking. The arches, the dome, and the patterns of the tiles created a beautiful tapestry that stretched as far as the eye could see. This place feels magical, Eileen said softly. It's as if time has stopped here. But a mosque is more than just beauty, Ibrahim said. It is a place of peace, prayer, and connection with God. Many come here not only to admire, but to seek solace and comfort. Suddenly, a group of children ran past them, laughing and playing. Kemal smiled as he watched them. He found comfort in this place too, feeling a sense of belonging. After spending the day in the mosque, Kemal and Eileen knew they had to return home. On their way back, they talked about the stories Ibrahim had shared and how the mosque had changed their view of faith and beauty. I can't wait to tell everyone about our adventure, Kemal said. We experienced something very special today. Eileen nodded in agreement. This journey was more than just seeing the Blue Mosque. It was about understanding the stories behind it and making memories together. As they made their way home, the sun began to set, casting a golden glow over the land. The silhouette of the 6 minarets stood tall against the evening sky, reminding them of the power of dreams and the importance of curiosity. In the end, the Blue Mosque had not only amazed them with its beauty, but it also inspired them to continue exploring, learning, and sharing stories. They knew they would carry the memories of this journey with them forever, a treasure more valuable than gold.